Welcome, my friends, to 10 reasons why you should own a Yamaha DGX 670. There are many reasons why I'm recommending this keyboard to you. First of all, put on a pair of headphones and listen to the sound quality of the piano. That's all from the DGX 670. You will agree that it does sound rather realistic. It could pass for a real piano. But the piano isn't the only cool thing about this keyboard. There are many reasons why I'm recommending it to you. And I'm going to go through those 10 reasons right now. So if you own one of the exotic keyboards, please don't leave. I promise it is going to be worth your while. Perhaps you could help someone else make sense of this decision. So let's jump straight in to why I think this will be a great idea for you. Even if you own the more exotic keyboards. You ready? Let's talk about them one by one. Let's zoom into point number one. Point number one for owning a DGX 670. Let's talk about the quality of the voices. 630 high-quality voices, meticulously crafted to capture the essence of pianos and organs. The strings and the brass are really awesome. A buddy of mine on this channel, Robert, asked me about the strings. And the honest truth is, I do not think you need to spend any more money on additional modules for strings, because all you need to do is tweak up the reverb a little bit and you're in business. You got world-class studio strings. I have come to understand that the articulation, the breathing in some of the instruments, every tiny detail has been considered, thanks to Yamaha's super articulation technology. Now, the inside joke on the channel is I work for Yamaha, but I actually don't. This is me trying to help you in your decision, because over the years I've spent a lot on keyboards and pianos, and I wish someone told me, hey, maybe you want to look into this one. It could be a good choice for this reason. You know. All right, let's move into point number two about why this keyboard is worthy of consideration. Let's go to the detail. Point number two, you can craft your signature sound and shape your sonic landscape with an intuitive per sound and overall EQ. Sculpt the perfect tone for each instrument. I have witnessed this to be true. Or dial in the ideal ambience for your entire performance and unleash your inner sound designer. I take pleasure in designing the sounds I want. Like in this clip that you're listening to right now, this is my modeling of the sound of the piano I wanted. This is not the original piano sound. What I did was titrate a little bit of reverb, a little bit of EQ, and get to perfection with what I wanted. You can do the same too. The choices are endless. Now you can see how immersed I am into the performance, as though I was at a real piano. And believe me, just behind me in my studio, I have a Kawaii Baby Grand, so I know what a real piano feels like, what it sounds like, how it responds, and I can tell you, this keyboard does not disappoint. It's right up there with a lot of the $4,000, $5,000 keyboards in terms of response. Okay. Number 3, capture your musical moments. With the built-in sequencer and recording capabilities, I've demoed sequencing Superstition. If you haven't watched my video of the Superstition sequence I did on this keyboard, go check it out because this keyboard is bad to the bone. For $800, that sequence? I wouldn't have thought that sequence was done on an $800 keyboard. You should check it out. Let's move on. The next point that I want to drill down about this is it gives you endless options for being a band leader. You can summon a backing band at your fingertips with the 263 automatic accompaniment styles spanning pop, rock, jazz. Many of those I have demoed on this channel. It is truly mind-blowing. From intimate coffee house gigs to full-blown stadium anthems, the DGX 670 becomes your versatile music partner. And I know this to be the case because I own one. You can see I've owned this keyboard for going to 11 months. It's going to be 1 year very soon. And I can tell you it has not disappointed, from just dabbling on the surface to going really deep. You see, it responds the way I want it to, just like my Kawaii does. Very, very close to what my Kawaii does. In fact, some elements of the action are even a bit more enjoyable, I'll be honest. So if that was one of your concerns, I would recommend checking it out. Just go on down to your local keyboard store, Guitar Center, PMT, if you're in the UK, wherever you are, just look for that. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. This is a very good buy. You could recommend it for your students, even if you're not interested in it, but at least try it out. Immerse yourself in sound. Plug in and jam out with a USB audio output. I could not believe how easy it was to plug in a USB jack into that socket and be able to access high quality WAV files from my numerous loops. And it just expands the possibilities of this keyboard, because you might feel, oh, I've only got 263 styles, but when you add the power of easily accessible USB that you can loop. My goodness. You need to check out my video where I demo looping a trap beat, and I'm jamming on the trap beat right there on the keyboard. The keyboard's pumping out the trap beat. It's pumping out the wave form looped, and I'm jamming on it. You should check that out. I cannot do that on my Trident. I cannot do that on my motif, which costs almost $4,000. In fact, $3,999 is what I bought it for. That's $4,000 right there. You get what I'm saying? So this is not a bad keyboard for you, especially if you want a backup keyboard. Expand your musical universe. Connect your smartphone or tablet via USB to explore the world of learning. What is even more crazy is it's got Bluetooth capabilities. Its Bluetooth capabilities enable you go to town. And let's talk about the price point. The price point is actually unbelievable. In fact, I tell Yamaha people, you people are wrong. You're just wrong for doing this. Why would you do this? This keyboard, if I was going to price this keyboard fairly, and now Yamaha, don't get any ideas. If I was going to price this keyboard fairly, I'd put this keyboard at no less than a $1,500 price point. Now, thank goodness Yamaha didn't, they didn't speak to me before they did this, because they're helping out a lot of people, a lot of entry-level pianists, entry-level keyboardists. This is the keyboard they need to get. I mean, it's just as plain as day. And I put all the other manufacturers on blast. What are you doing? What's your answer to the DGX? I'm talking to my friends at KORG and Roland. You guys need to refire with something competitive, because this keyboard is just, it's a market disruptor. It's a market disruptor. If Yamaha keep up at this, they'll corner the keyboard market squarely. I know they've already got a huge leg up in the marketplace, but if they continue like this, releasing ridiculously high quality equipment for pennies on the dollar, there ain't going to be no other company at the end of 2030. These people are going to have taken over. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth, my friends. This is a really great keyboard. All right, let's move on. You get the idea about the price point. The price point is just obscene. It's wrong. It's just effrontery on the marketplace. And Yamaha, they just need to reassess what they've done, because this is unbelievable. If they brought out another keyboard and another DGX, like a 680, 690, at that price point, I'm going to buy a second keyboard in the DGX family. I've already got 2 Yamahas, but I'll buy a third one, because this is quality. I'd give this keyboard away. I have given keyboards away in the past, and I would give this keyboard away. All right, future-proof flexibility. Like I said, it is built to grow with you. First of all, it's MIDI capable. I've demoed on this channel how you can easily hook it up seamlessly to your DAW, how you can just plunge into the world of VSTs. I've shown playing various VSTs, be it the Mod Art pianos, the Spectrasonics VSTs, and many other VSTs. You can just use it as a controller. It's so versatile. And then you talk about sound libraries that you have access to in WAV file format. You just keep expanding. I haven't even talked about the abilities that it has for you to learn music on it. It shows you chords on the screen, shows you notes that you're playing. My other keyboards can't do that, and they cost more. All right, let me cover my last point for the naysayers who say, Phil, give us your best shot. What's the last one? It's a beast of an instrument. It's a beast. Its response, like if you are a pianist, trust me, you want to practice, you don't want your neighbors to go crazy at 12 midnight, this keyboard will not disappoint. It's a great substitute. It's a beast for all seasons. And I wouldn't be telling the truth if I didn't let you know that I immensely enjoy playing this keyboard. I truly enjoy it. So a lot of the videos I put out, I put them out because I'm enjoying my jamming on this keyboard. One of the points I really want to bring up for those of you performers, maybe your main instrument is a guitar, it's the saxophone. I want you to understand that all of these features just give you a massive edge, huge edge. Like if you play two instruments, why not just get this? If you play the keyboard and the guitar or the keyboard and the sax, get this. You can actually program your backing tracks. You can program backing tracks for forever on this thing, and it will not disappoint. It's got so many expressive styles, you see. The piece that I appreciate as a producer is number 4. You become a band leader, and you can summon a backing track at your fingertips. At your fingertips. I mean, my goodness. You can do all sorts. And you're talking to someone who owns the Motif and the KORG Trident, and I love those keyboards too. But this keyboard is sick. It's got an edge the others don't. Just letting you know, I played the Genos 2 very recently, and the sounds are pristine and lovely, yes, true. But what I realized is when you make certain tweaks on this machine, the ability to add some secret sauce in the EQ and the reverb and the chorus, and you can choose which effect you want to put at any time, it just amps this up, my friends. So, I do not work for Yamaha. No, I do not. But I like great products, right? My first Yamaha keyboard, 2010. My second Yamaha keyboard, 2023, 13 years later. I did not put out any videos about the Motif with rave reviews like this. What shocks me about this keyboard is the price point. It's like a crime to do this. Who does this? Who puts out a, and when I say $1,500 keyboard, I'm being conservative, but who puts out a keyboard of this quality for this price? I know I've got people who love their own keyboards and they'll argue as much, but hey, this is just me telling you what I feel. I hope it gives someone insights. Thank you very much for joining me, my friends. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.